in Glendale. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. 72 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
2nd and 6.
Going up the gut, Montgomery.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. A give. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And the kick is good. Finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime.